Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I was doing some Cowboy Carter nails for my daughter. She kind of like told me what she wanted, or I knew what color she was wearing, so she left it up to me. And this is what I don't like. Give me some kind of inspiration or something. But anyway, I'm just basically right now just scraping away the shine from the nails with my buffer. This is one of my little mini buffers from Shein. They came in like a pack of maybe 25 or something like that. But I'm basically going to just polish those two accent fingers. That's where I always start with. She kind of wanted two accent nails, and that other pink I was about to use just wasn't working. So I had to use a different pink. But I'm starting with the two accent fingers, which is her index and her pointer finger. And we're going to focus our design on these two fingers. So right now I'm just putting my base color underneath, which is this like baby pink. I need to get some more pink colors because I really did want a darker pink to use as the base, but I'm a little limited with my base colors, and some of my polishes just aren't, the best anymore. Either I've used them up or, they're just kind of, I get a little bit cruddy. So I always end up polishing the nail over and over and over again. So when you see me going fast like this and polishing, it's because a lot of the product has been used. Like I've used the color so much that I need to replenish my colors. So basically, just focusing on the cuticles and the side walls and making sure everything is covered. This is the first coat. I'm going to do two coats on each hand of this color. And then basically I'm going to focus my attention on the design that I come up with. So I knew pretty much what Jay was wearing. I knew the colors she's wearing. And so she asked me if I had a teal color and that I could basically just come up with something. She doesn't care. She loves however I do her nails for her. She pretty much always likes them, which I do love. You like doing things for people when you know they don't complain a lot or whatever, and that they will give you kind of like full creative control and you can come up with something. But then sometimes you're sitting there bogging your mind because you want them to be happy with them and you really don't know which direction you're going to go creatively. But I love this. So these are both of them. They've been basically painted both two times. I've done two layers on each set. So now I'm going about to focus on the design that I came up with. So here's the teal color that I could find because she has this color in the outfit she's wearing. So I was able to find an old Model 1's color. So I'm using my striping brush, which I'm kind of a little out of practice of. But what I'm learning is that the key with using your striping brush is to make sure that you have enough product on it. So as long as you have enough, product on it, color on it, and the weight of the brush will go with whichever way you pretty much want it to go. But if you don't have enough product on the brush will start sliding all over the place. So that's what I had to learn because I hadn't used it in a while. And so I just really wanted to try something different, try my hand at something different. So, um, yeah, I'm basically making a V kind of like design on each of those two fingers. And then I'm going to paint in the teal color on the sides. And as you can see, I'm just really focusing on getting that line as straight as I can get. And then this is when I learned, oh, I need a little bit more on my brush so that I can have a little bit more control. So once I got the hang of that, I just kind of like started painting in the sides and just kind of, see, I started painting in the sides or whatever so I could fill the sides in. You could either use your striping brush, which probably would have given me a little bit more control, but then I was trying to also make sure that that color was nice and, pigmented and on there so that I don't have to be using the striping brush for a very long time. I just wanted to try to get the color on there as thick as I could. So I probably could go in with only one coat or touch it up with the striping brush. So right now I'm just basically, just cleaning up the sides and basically just coloring in that color. And as you can see, now I'm going to do the other one. the other nail. I'm gonna focus on the other nail. And again, guys, sometimes you sit down, you kind of have an idea in mind, and before you know it, you'll go a totally different direction, which is what happened with these nails. I was initially just going to do a V shape and add a few rhinestones here and there, but I went a totally different direction. I just started, using the striping brush, and I, ended up painting some black stripes on the side of the nail. And then I went back and put some white stripes on the nail to bring out the color even more. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. But yeah, this was a really, really easy style, guys. I would say it's beginner friendly. I would say anyone could do this. You just need the right brushes and to make sure you get enough product on your brushes. So this is what I mean by I added some stripes on the side. So I do that to both of the nails, add stripes, black stripes to both sides of the nail. And then I go back and I get a white color. And I just kind of like go between those stripes just very gently, just to give it a little bit, more of a pop. And so the color, you can definitely see that it's kind of like, I don't know what kind of print you would call that, it tiger print or whatever, but this is what I came up with, y'all. I just sat down and just started doing stuff. So I've painted the stripes on both sides, and now I'm going to go into that white, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I go into the white. This is one of Enel Couture's blacks. Everyone always said that this one was a really good black, and it's really bold, and I really love it. So I've had it for a very long time, and I love that the bottle was nice and big because I've used it for a long. I've had it for a long time. So yeah, when you're doing your nail art, you want to just make sure you have a nice amount and nice array of colors. And if I'm honest, I really want to get me some more colors and everything just so I can do even more. Because doing my own press on nails, it just gives me so much satisfaction. As you can see, I still have my nails on from Easter. I've had these nails on, yeah, for over a week and a half, 2 weeks. And so they stay on really well. I think one time my thumb might have popped off. That's the only thing. And then it's good to keep your glue everywhere when you basically wear press on nails. So I have a glue inside my desk drawer at work. I keep one in my purse, and I keep one in my car. So if I ever have a mishap, I can always glue my nail back on. And I always keep a little file. But it's cute. It's cool to have a little kit, just get you like an envelope or something, one of those little plastic pouches, even a Ziploc bag. Keep you a little mini file, your glue, and if your nail comes off, you just basically buff out that old glue and just re-glue it on there, and you're good to go. So if you're always prepared, if you ever have a mishap with your nails, you can always just do it yourself, and you already are prepared and have everything you need. So yeah, I just basically love doing my own nails. It's very easy. I get to, be in control creatively. If I don't like them, I can leave them on for as long as I want, or either take them off and start over. But I don't recommend that, once you get that Macart glue on, that glue is good. So it's going to be on there for a couple of weeks. So you're just going to have to deal with it unless you want to soak them off. In which I will show you one day how I take my nails off. But I always just basically pop them off probably the incorrect way, and I don't want to teach you guys how to do it that way. Is if I see any opening anywhere, I just add a little cuticle oil and let it sit for a little bit, and then the nail just starts to kind of lift off. But I don't, again, want to teach you guys the incorrect way to take your nails off. So yeah, don't listen to me. So I'm basically going in with that striping brush again with the white color, and I'm just going to go between those little black stripes that I made, and I'm going to just add a little bit of pop of color in there to bring it out a little bit more. And it comes out really cute, you guys. I really do like it. And then I just end up sitting here pondering on how I wanted to do the rest of the design. And at first, I was going to try to do a design on each finger, but then I felt, you know what, just go ahead and just paint the other ones the teal color, and then just add some rhinestones to those accent fingernails. And Jay ended up really loving them. When I showed her what I did, she was like, okay, Mom, I like these. I really like them. But I know my daughter is a little extra, so I knew she wouldn't mind all of the extra rhinestones and things that I put on there. And that McCart gem gel, it really, really works good for me. Like my stones stay on. You just put a nice amount on there, you lay your stones down, you cure them, and they stay on pretty well. So again, with these nails, I took the builder gel, the clear builder gel. After I got my design, everything polished and cured, I took my builder gel and I went over each nail to give it some more strength and some more thickness, and so it could kind of mimic a what do you say? How do I say it? Why did my mind just go blank? Anyway, it will mimic an acrylic nail is what I was trying to say. That thickness that you put on there with the builder gel, it helps to kind of mimic, an acrylic nail. And I must say, this last set that I had on, you guys, these blue nails, the baby blue nails that I have on right now, when I tell you guys, I got so many compliments, so many compliments. And what's funny is most of the compliments came from guys. So I was really, really surprised by that. I was at work, the FedEx guy comes in, he was like, "Oh, I love your nails." And then I was at the grocery store and the guy was giving me my change and he was like, "Oh, and I love your nails, by the way." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, the fellas really like my nails." And then I did get a few. I was at the bank and this lady told me she really liked my nails. And when she came, she was like, "Oh my goodness, can I see them?" And I was a little shy with showing her because they had been on for a while, but I knew my stones and everything were on. But you know how sometimes you don't know if you hit your fingers in the right areas with lotion, and I just thought my cuticles might be a little ashy or whatever. But I extended my hand and I let her see. She didn't ask me if they were press-ons. She just assumed they were some regular acrylic nails. So I just didn't say anything. But if she would have asked me or clocked me, I would have been like, "Oh yeah, they're press-ons. I did them myself," or whatever. Or usually I'll just, if they ask me if they're press-ons, I'll let them know. But when I tell you guys, nobody ever asked me, "Are your nails press-ons?" They never asked me. So that feels good. That means that I'm doing my prep well, my cuticles look decent, and they look nice and seamless. So this is the end result, you guys. They came out really cute. I really, really like them. Jay liked them too. I thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. And subscribe to my channel and like, share, and subscribe, guys. And I will see you in my next video. But yeah, this was the end result. Love you guys. Have a good one.